Hello everybody, welcome back to StoneHearth, me Banto. So we're back here with Silverrock and I have an idea for a house that I want to make today, which is gonna look pretty awesome if I'm able to make it in a good way. I hope so. So I just sped up my people a little bit so we can maybe build our blacksmith a little bit faster. So we can have a blacksmith later on here if anyone has seen this before. This is our latest house pretty much. And the house I'm gonna make today, I think I will put this here. I think this would be a good spot for it. I'm trying to save this area like for the gate and potentially a castle or keep somewhere around here or here, I would say. And we're also gonna have a harbor, and I do think I will choose this side for the harbor, so it will be close to the weaver here and the carpenter. It's pretty close to like the working professionals pretty much, so they can get their goods easily from the ships pretty much. Okay, let's check out the daily update. Oh, that was pretty close. The net worth is really good, but the food is not really up there yet, so let's check out if we can actually do something for that before we do anything more. We can make some tasty vegetable stew, so we're gonna do a few of those. I'm not sure if we have the stone oven. I'm not really sure if we have it. I'm just gonna make one of those. What we could do actually is to go and butcher some of our lovely little podios here. I'm gonna take these good dudes. I want to save these because they look so pretty. A brownish one and a little red one. And we're gonna take out the white ones, I guess. I wanna keep these, so this should be a pretty good meat, I would say. Like, this should be worth a lot in like as a food resource, because you don't have a million of pojos, so pretty much this should be worth a lot. And we also get these pojo feathers, which are gonna be really good for our archers if we wanna make some nice quivers for them. Because this house is gonna be kind of big, and there's a lot of like details and things to this thing, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong with making this house. It's very important like how we're gonna make the size for this pretty much. So it's gonna be pretty big, I would say. Maybe this is covering this a little bit much, so maybe perhaps we should start like a little bit behind it. So maybe somewhere around here would be like a better spot for it. I think that would be better, because I think we cover this like these windows too much if we have the house here. So we can have something different here. Maybe this is some nice place for some kind of that tiny little park or something outside here, a memorial area or something like that. This should be pretty good. I'm not sure if we're gonna go for this floor. We're gonna remove a little bit though, because we're not gonna go all the way out with this, because there's gonna be a little bit of special things going on here, which I think could look really awesome. So you see, it's gonna be pretty simple shape for this, and we're gonna see how big this is. So this is an equal number, 24, which means that if we want to center like a door or something, this will be a double door. So we're gonna have some walls down here. They're gonna be in stone actually. So we're gonna try this first, and we're gonna see how this works out pretty much. I'm gonna go for a little bit slightly of a bright color for the walls. I think that should be pretty good. Let's try it out. Oh, I guess this is actually, oh, that's a road, okay. Let's remove this again, and we're gonna make sure that we only use this one. We should be able to go, something like that should be pretty okay for us. There we go, we got the walls, pretty nice. So there's gonna be some special interesting things down below here, which is gonna be pretty awesome. So let's get a door going. This should be, I would say this should be in the middle. We're gonna see if this works together good first before we go too far with it. And let's try to get, the double door in the middle. I guess we could go for a fine one, why not? It's gonna be a pretty house though. So what do I want to do then is actually to make this this thing like bigger than what it is for the moment. So let's get a stair so we can pretty much get up to the second floor. I'm gonna go here, and let's go for another one. And this stair tool is so useful. If you haven't used it yet, you should definitely like check it out. I don't use it super much, but I actually started to do it quite a bit lately. It's very useful. So there we go, kind of nice there. We might change the floor color. I'm not sure if I want to have this specific one. Maybe we can go for, let's see here. Maybe that floor. We're gonna go for that floor this time. That's gonna be pretty nice. So when they get up to like the second floor here, we're gonna go for first for an stone color. I think this should be pretty good for us. So the house is gonna go and stick out a little bit, and it's probably gonna be 1 or 2 more blocks. At least 1 more. Then we're gonna make some stuff down here. Before we do too much other stuff, we're gonna go down here and do something. Okay, let's see if I have some stuff to sell. Do I have good stuff to trade? Yeah, I want to sell this farmhouse. Look at all those armors. A full plate mill, that's really good. That's for our knight. That's like the best, I think that's the best armor in the game currently. So we should be pretty good to go for the moment. So what we want to do here is actually to make, we could go and actually use the wall tool for this. I'm not gonna do it because the slab tool is always easier to remove. So for that reason we're using this instead. So we're gonna go all the way out pretty much like this. And we're gonna leave 1 outside. We're gonna do the same here. We're gonna go like that. Should be nice. And now we're gonna do some shaping. And then we're gonna do some nice stuff. Hopefully this will be working good together. Gonna keep trying and see if it gets good. So the idea is that there's gonna be a couple of these holes that's gonna be here. So maybe we can make one that will go up here. So this one goes up and then it's going 1, 2, 3. That will be here. 1, 2, 3. So it will be here, I would guess. So pretty much we will make it like that, and then we will continue from this one. And this is where we'll see if it's gonna like work together good or not. I like this thing here. It's pretty cool. We're probably gonna change some color here to make it stick out. Also like where we go like, around here. Or we will even go and pretty much where it goes out like that. We might even add another one outside these things. I'm not sure if we will do it that way, but I think we might just I think we'll just change the color behind pretty much. It will probably maybe be better with a single door. We will see once we get here. So there we have that. We could move this and have it there. So we're just gonna see how it goes together with the entire thing before we decide to do too many things. I think it will be a little bit special here. Because I'm pretty sure that this is not gonna reach the other one. So I guess we could, let's make these sides pretty much the same first. Because if I think if we add it like this, you know, it will not be looking the same. We see we have 4 in between here instead of 2 that we have here. So we're gonna make both sides look like equal first before we do, like pretty much before we do this one. It goes up like that, and you have 6 in distance. So there we go. Now we got 2 that look exactly the same. So for the middle we can make that one more special, so that one looks like different than these, so that should be pretty good if we do that. For example, we can pretty much go for what we have here, I would say. I think that is pretty nice. Could have wanted to have these wider, like going up like that, with just 2. I think 3, I'm not sure, maybe 3 actually looks better than just 1. Because 1, it looks, I would say fairly weak. And if we do it like this, maybe we can add something outside here. But like for the sides, it will be different shapes here though, as you can see at the sides, but it doesn't really matter. Maybe it just become a more interesting thing. Or we will remove. It goes like that. Let's see here. Maybe we like that idea. Maybe we go like that. I think that is pretty nice, and maybe we should also connect these two. As they're connected up there. I think that is pretty cool. We could also, if we want to, even add that thing so it looks more similar to that, and it will be the same for this one. Maybe I actually like that more. It feels like the shape is like more similar all the way around. Pretty much is the same. So we're gonna go for that, but maybe let's try to like add a brighter color to this thing. So I think that looks pretty nice. It makes it stick out a little bit more. We'll see what we do at this side. But I think that I think this looks kind of better than other ones. So I'm gonna do the same for all these places. So there we go. I think that's gonna be better. I think that's gonna be nicer. We could add, change these ones. These would maybe be darker. But I'm gonna go for this for now. I think that looks nice. Just the sides that I might do something with. For example, I guess we could go for these and just make them pretty much the same bright one. Oh, I was using the wrong tool here, I see. I'm supposed to use slab here. Looks like I used the floor tool instead. So there we go. Here we got the upper floor. I'm gonna change the color though, because I don't want this thing to be... I don't want it to be everywhere at least. I want to have wood here. So I'm gonna go for... maybe go for this one. So that should be fairly nice for us. And I'm gonna add the back a little bit to this stair thing here. That's gonna be nice. That looks really nice. This is gonna be interesting, cool thing. So the second floor for this is also gonna be pretty special, I would say. And we don't have all the shapes for the moment. And the interesting thing is these spots here, where pretty much I want to have some towers to go out. But I don't know at the moment how we're gonna be able to do this good. We just have to do, let's see here, 4. So that would mean, like, for example, if we go out like this, it's gonna be towers in these things. And you can do towers like this, you know, have like an equal number when you're making towers, and you keep going up like this. But I think those towers do not look as good. It would look better, for example, if we gone like that, and the top would be like that. It would be an unequal, like 3 by 3. But I don't think it will work super good. Like, if you want to have it centered with it will pretty much not work. But we don't have to have it centered. We could go maybe like this. That would be 3. And these are not going to be like this. They're probably going to be more like that shape. Or even like this. Let's check it out. Something like that. I'm not sure if that is like the size I want for it. So that would be 2 towers on this. They are not going to be like super useful, because if we would make them like super big and stuff, we would have needed to make this really big, really big. But the thing is that when this goes up, it will pretty much look like this. Like, this thing will probably be connected with something like this, which means that we have pretty much this space, or maybe not that space. It would probably be more like, here's 1, here's 2. Maybe that was the same thing, but it pretty much is gonna be bigger. We probably will skip that one and we go like that. Then we will have, as you see here, a 3 by 3 instead. But we will see once we get up, because this house is gonna be pretty big, and it's gonna take a while to make this. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 3-story, and almost you can almost say a 4th-story house. Because the roof's gonna be pretty big, and probably gonna be a ceiling up there that's gonna be useful also. So this might not be a single building episode with this house, pretty much. But we want to have walls up here, and it don't seem like I can actually place them. So actually it works now. We actually don't want to do that. Maybe for these, no, let's do custom walls. It's gonna be better for this thing. And if we want to go super custom with this and really have the full potential to do exactly what I want to do, there are some things we could do, which I'm gonna do for this house. We can make this look really good. So I'm gonna make my very own walls. We're gonna go all around these things. So I'm just creating a first like layer around this thing, pretty much. Like, you could use this tool, you would cover the entire thing. But for this house, I don't think that's the best option. Another one is to use this, but this has a limit also. It doesn't reach as far. It stops here pretty much. That's not a really big problem, but the thing is that I want a lot of details and colors to this thing. So that is the thing that's pretty much going to be the problem if I'm going to do what I want to do. But we're going to try to keep the same height as the normal walls pretty much. So we're gonna add some white color now all the way around. So I'm gonna fast forward this so you guys don't have to see exactly everything with this. Today we got that. I see a few things that I definitely want to change. So for example, we got this floor here. We definitely want to change this, because I don't want that color there. But I'm gonna add this one, just outside other one. That looks way better, way better. That's pretty cool. We got a custom walls, and maybe you're thinking, Banto, you can't add windows to these walls, you can only add it to these, but actually you can. There's a trick that how you can do it pretty much, and I'm gonna show you guys. We might be adding more details to this, however, as we go, because I'm not sure if it's just gonna have this color all around, but we're gonna try it first. But you can add windows in slab walls. If you want to make your very own maximum custom walls, you can still make it. So we can see what window fits in here. We can just go like this, you know, that kind of works also. Still pretty nice. But there are some other ways. I'm not sure how it will work like for window for this, but pretty much you have to go into your placement thing. Instead of this designing thing, you press your P key and you go into placement. Make sure you have made your windows, because if you don't, you can't put them out. So here you can see them. You can actually turn them with the normal rotation key. I don't know what they are on your keyboard. It's not sure that they are the same on yours. But pretty much you can rotate this to fit in and see how big the window is. So the window for this might be a little bit bad. It maybe should have been a little bit bigger. The windows to fit in here. And this one is really big. Or we could put it that way, but that's gonna look really stupid. But like a window like this we could put in, but it wouldn't be centered. That would be like the issue with it. So we might just go for open with this. We might just go this way for these windows. But for other windows I'm gonna show you guys so you can know how you do it pretty much. So I would recommend, like, when you build, being in the placement thing, just click like escape key, go in here, click your house again, go to the designer, and let's say we want to have a window maybe here. That's like where you get off on the stair, but I think we can have a window there. So I want to put this big one, this one. I think this was the size for it, but pretty much what I like to do is to go for a window, go back like that, remove these two, and go to placement, find the window you want to use, select it and see if it matches. So I'm pretty much hooking it to this thing that's behind there. See, it hooks. And after, you can just go into escape, you go into the building again, and you just use the delete tool, and the window is still there, and it will still find also that the window will also be in here. So that's a really useful tip, guys, if you want to make even more custom buildings with really custom walls with full power of doing it, pretty much. So I wish that these were a little bit bigger, because I would love to put windows in them, but they're a little bit too small for it. I guess we could always like change the size a little bit for it if we want to. Let's try it out, and I'm gonna see if we like it or not. So there you see, we made bigger towers. This is gonna be way bigger, these towers. And you can see the shape is a little bit special. They don't actually look like the same on both sides pretty much. But this would work with like putting these windows, like the same one as we have here pretty much. We wouldn't have needed to have those big windows, but this should be working. So I'm gonna place two of them. It's good if you know that you're gonna place more to prepare all the windows, because then you can put out more than one when you're in here. One here and one here. That's gonna be cool. I don't think it's gonna matter that the shape of this side and this side is different. I think it might just make them look slightly cooler and a little bit more like a little bit more special, a little bit more designed by me. And I also want to add some tiny little details to make these feel like a little bit more realistic pretty much. So I want to go under here, and we're gonna add some things to like help support this thing. Something like that should make it look better. Feels like that make it, I would say at least a little bit more realistic. So there we go, some support for that. That looks pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. But this will actually, guys, be the end of today's episode pretty much. So we got a house going on here. I think it looks really cool. I hope you like it. These things, they take a long time to like do these houses. Like we're going for custom walls and everything. So it will take quite a while, and let me know, guys, what you think about the house so far. I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. I really love making these new houses, and it feels like I'm putting down a little bit more time to like find out new ideas, find more inspiration and stuff. And I have a really fun time doing this, and I have a really fun time doing the live stream, which I think you should check out the link in the description to my live channel if you want to see me live stream sometime. But guys, thanks for checking out this episode with StoneHearth with Banto in Silverrock. So hope to see you guys soon, and have a great day, and take care.